Let it be known that Tom Paine stands at the threshold of a new world. He has left Britain behind him, discarded like a threadbare coat, and I stand here as a free man. My God, you can smell it. You can smell the freedom in the air. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. That was me. Late 1774, when I first arrived in Philadelphia. After a journey of 9 weeks, 3,000 miles, across the Atlantic in an overcrowded, lice-infested, disease-ridden ship. Good times. When I first arrived in America, the first thing I noticed was the American people had quite strong opinions about things. It was suspicious of the English government, but they had an attachment to Britain that was tenacious. It was a kind of treason to speak against it. They disliked Holland, but they loved their mother country. The single objective seemed to be reconciliation. Now, I had no thoughts of independence from England or of arms against England. The world could not have persuaded me that I should be either a soldier or a writer. That all changed. 19th of April, 1775, Lexington, Massachusetts. British soldiers encountered a group of American militiamen on the village green. The redcoats, without orders, opened fire. 8 militiamen were killed, 10 wounded. When the country into which I had just set my foot was set on fire about my ears, it was time to stir. I decided to devote all my time and energies to writing in support of the American cause. And I produced this book. A pamphlet, actually, 47 pages. It describes my plea for independence. It is based on nothing more than simple facts, plain arguments, and common sense. Now, I'm here today to talk about the book, but there's something more. There will be a vote on the subject of independence in the Congress in just a few more days. July 4th or 5th, I believe. The delegates are meeting right now at the Pennsylvania State House. You know, perhaps they'll call it Independence Hall someday. Well, I'm counting on you to help persuade some of these delegates. They need all the help they can get. All right?
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Let's get started.
All right.
Truth about England. Now, society is everything good and constructive that people come together to accomplish. Government, on the other hand, has its origins in the evil of man. It is therefore a necessary evil at best. Government's sole objective should be to protect life, liberty, and property. The government should be judged solely on its efforts to bring about those objectives. What about England? First, you have the monarchy, the supreme ruler of the land. Then you have the House of Lords, the aristocracy, the appointed, very wealthy. They own a great deal of the country's wealth and property. Now, they pass down their wealth and power from generation to generation. The third group is the House of Commons, for the rest of the people. Now, it's believed that each of the groups are supposed to keep an eye on the other two. But if the first two simply pass down their wealth and power from generation to generation, how can this system possibly work? It's a pretense. Government should not have any power unless it's granted by the people. Common sense. Moving on. Truth about kings. The monarchy is not our protector. It's our enemy. Doesn't care about us. Cares about Britain's wealth. Government is so evil that God condemns it in the Bible. One of the greatest natural proofs of the folly of the hereditary right of kings is that nature disapproves it. Otherwise, she would not so frequently turn it into ridicule by giving mankind an ass for a lion. Now, in England, this is what the king really does. 1, make war and send his citizens to die. 2, give away places when the war goes badly. Not bad for a man earning £800,000 sterling and is worshipped in the bargain. A much greater worth is one honest man with all of the crown ruffians who ever lived. Thank you. Friends again. I'll try not to insult. But those who favor reconciliation fall into one of 4 types. Interested men who have a personal relationship to earn profits by this relationship and cannot be trusted. 2, weak men who cannot see. 3, prejudiced men who will not see. 4, a small group of unemotional men who think the world of Europe is a fine place, much better than it actually is. It is this last group who will bring more disasters to this continent than all of the other 3. Now, there are many colonists who live far away from the routine scenes of sorrow that are happening every day in America. For you to understand, let us bring our imaginations to Boston, where you will see firsthand the reasons to reject a power we cannot trust. Colonists in Boston, who just a few months ago were happy and secure, are now trapped and starving. They have to go out in the city to beg. And when they do, they are robbed of everything they own by the British soldiers stationed there. Now, some with passive natures, hoping for the best, are quick to call out, "Come, come, we shall be friends again for all this." Can you love, honor, and serve a power that has brought fire and sword into your land? Still feel you can excuse, forgive the wrongs of England. Anybody you encounter, anybody that feels that way, you should ask them this: has their house been burned down? Has their property been destroyed, widely watched? Has their wife and children been sleeping on no bed and going hungry? they lost a parent, a child. And he left poor and sobbing. They have not experienced any of this. They cannot judge those who have. If they have experienced any of these horrors and can still forgive and shake hands with the murderers, they are unworthy of being friend, father, husband, lover, or whatever else they do in life, for they have the heart of a coward. One more thing. Concerning who should be governing whom. England is an island. America is a continent. Moving on. The truth about America. Can we win this war? Absolutely. Ignore the naysayers who tremble at the thought of British might. Let us build a continental navy as we have built a continental army. Let us declare independence. Until we do, we cannot stand with other nations. The longer we wait, the harder it will be to win. I know the prospect is daunting, but the prospect of delay is terrifying. Now, let's review, shall we? The truth about England. The government of England that's revered and worshipped around the world, it's a sham. Man may need government to protect him from his flawed nature, but does that mean we must suffocate under British tyranny? No. Not at all. What is that?
Common sense.
Exactly. The truth about kings. The very idea of a monarchy is absurd. Can we ask someone to rule over us simply because he or she is someone's child? No. What is that?
Common sense.
Exactly. Friends again. Can we possibly reconcile with a distant tyrant? No. What is that?
Common sense.
The truth about America. Can we delay any longer the Declaration of Independence?
No.
What is that?
Common sense.
The cause of America is in great measure the cause of all mankind. We have it in our power to begin the world over again. The birthday of a new nation is at hand. I'll see you on the 4th outside the Pennsylvania State House. Until then, wait, there's something more. I didn't come here today simply only to talk about words of the past. It's also about your words of the future. The world needs to hear from you. So continue to learn how to speak your words and help others speak their words loud and clear. All right?
All right.
Good. Good afternoon.
Yeah.